If you're feeling really lazy or unwilling to work, it probably just means you're not inspired. Our brains like to know what's coming up next. What's next? What are we doing? What goals are we gonna achieve? What the human brain really hates is no plan and the same thing every day, the next month. Sorry if this offends you, but deep down, if this is you, you probably know that I'm right. So here's the thing, if your week looks like this, you wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning, you rush around, you eat a crappy, boring, bland breakfast of oatmeal or something, and then you rush to brush your teeth, put on your clothes, get in your car, and drive to work in morning rush hour, and all you see is brake lights, the same boring signs you pass every single day, and then you arrive at work, you go into your cubicle where the building clearly hasn't been renovated since like 1960, you know what I'm talking about. And then you're there until 5 p.m. numbingly doing the same repetitive job over and over. You rush for dinner. If you have kids, that's even more crazy. You're running around like crazy, getting them ready for bed. And then you only have about an hour or two to really hang out with your spouse. But let's be real, you're so friggin' tired from the day, all you both are doing is scrolling on TikTok until you go to bed, getting nothing done, and your life looks the friggin' same year in, year out. As humans, we are supposed to be creative, supposed to be thinking, supposed to be trying new things, seeing new places. I mean, we are travelers after all. And the reality is, in this new age, this new modern world, people just aren't thinking anymore. They're not creative. They're just doing what's necessary to get by and just live. But if you're feeling in a rut, maybe try a martial arts class, maybe try rock climbing, just something to interrupt your same boring schedule that you've been doing. Really, nobody is actually living. Now, another symptom of when somebody is feeling depressed or just uninspired, or it could be that they think they're just too smart for the role they're in at their job. And we've seen these people all before. They're know-it-alls, they know everything, they know what you should do about your life, but when it comes to their life, they're not doing any of the advice that they're giving. And that's because they think they're smarter and better than the situation that they're caught in. Nothing could bother them. They're so annoyed with everybody. The truth is, they're feeling down deep inside. This is just a facade, and what it really comes down to, I bet, is that they're just uninspired. They're bored. Their life is just bland. Their husband or wife is bland. Their kids are bland. Their house is bland. Everything is just the way it should be, but that's boring. Well, for me, I'm an A-type personality, and I'm very driven on goals and succeeding in my business and life. So literally for me, almost every single month has a deadline, has a plan, has a target. We pretty much always have all of our trips planned for the entire year, booked, everything's done, ready to go. We know where we're going, how we're gonna get there, how much money we're gonna make, what we have to do in order to hit those targets, how many homes I have to flip, how many properties I have to sell. So it helps me because I believe humans like to hit targets. We like to check things off the box. So when I hit these goals, I get hits of dopamine. Check, check, check. It fuels my brain. It motivates me. I get inspired and I want to keep crushing, which helps build this snowball and this movement and this momentum going, which is really why I believe I'm so successful in business, and not to be too biased, but I think I live a pretty sweet life. That environment really motivates me. It inspires me to crush more goals and just keep killing life. Productivity hacks or crazy apps you can use on your phone or your computer are all helpful for sure, but don't dwell on it. I find a lot of people dwell on this and spend so much time trying to figure out all these hacks that they're just not doing what they actually should be doing. And we have a really good habit of doing this as humans, is trying to optimize what we're trying to do, but we already know what we have to do. As a business owner, for example, I know exactly what I have to do. I gotta make these phone calls, I gotta send out these flyers, I gotta set up my team members to do exactly this, but it's a little more cool, a little more entertaining, me searching up on YouTube how to find out the next hack that I can tell my employees how to do, rather than just telling them what to do. You know exactly what you have to do in order to get to the next step. If you wanna stay motivated and optimized, number one, you need good sleep. Science tells us you need at least 7 to 8 hours of interrupted sleep. I can tell you, as a newer parent with a young toddler, oh my God, the difference sleep makes. Our young son is amazing, so happy, so energetic, but for some reason, at night, he doesn't sleep too well. We try all the sleep training tricks, all this stuff. For some reason, he just doesn't want to sleep fully through the night. And for the first year and a half of his life, I can tell you, oh my God, I've been feeling so tired, less inspired. But on the nights that he does sleep all the way through, now that he's nearing 2 years old, that next morning, I feel like $1,000,000. I get so much stuff done. I get a workout in. I feel so great. So make sure you're prioritizing your sleep. From one tired dad to another viewer. Also, reading uplifting books or podcasts can really motivate you to get in the zone and get stuff done. And no, I'm not talking about reading Harry Potter or like fiction books. We want to be reading non-fiction. You're an adult. I get it, you want to read some stories here and there to entertain your mind. Cool, cool, cool. But the majority of what you should be reading as an adult, if you really want to crush goals and build a business, etc. So go to Amazon or your nearest bookstore and hang out in the self-help section. Yes, get all the mainstream books you've already heard of. They're cheesy, but they're popular for a reason, and they'll at least help stimulate your mind to be entertained and motivated. And last but not least, move your body. The importance of moving your body and working out, I can't stress it enough. I'm not saying you have to be a bodybuilder or be in chiseled, amazing shape, but just move your body and be in good shape. And men, the dad bod is not cool, okay? It's just not. Get rid of the gut, get rid of the big ass. Like, come on, man, it's not cool. Get fit, get trim. Your spouse will be way more attracted to you if you're in good shape. It's cool, people joke about it, it's funny, but really, your wife doesn't want it. Hint, hint, she doesn't want it. Huh? If you're feeling lazy, one thing that really helps as well is cutting distractions. And the number one distraction is your phone. So if you want to get some stuff done, get some work done, put your phone either outside of the room, which is probably the best thing to do, or you can download apps to limit screen time and cut off your ability to get into certain social media apps. Because for me, when I'm feeling inspired, I want to get some stuff done, I sit down and before I start shooting the video, I might go, let me see what's on TikTok just for 1 second. Let me see what's on Instagram just for a second. And then before I know it, I'm in a black hole of shit. 20 minutes has gone by, I haven't shot the video yet, and I'm feeling pretty pissed off. What a waste of time. So limit the apps with some other apps, or leave the phone outside, even better. Now, you might not want to hear this, but if you're also feeling uninspired and lazy, it might mean you have low quality friends. I feel like I've been beating on you this whole video. I might as well go a little further. Your friends suck. Let's be real. If you want to make $100,000 a year, $200,000, $500,000 or more, look around. What are your friends doing and how much are they making? Are they making the typical salary of $35,000 to $50,000 a year? If so, and that's all you're hanging around with, how can you possibly get to 100 or 500,000 or $1 million a year? There's a saying that you are the sum of the 5 closest people you hang around with. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but the point is, if you're hanging around a bunch of brokies who aren't talking about business, who aren't talking about getting a better body, how to be a better dad, how to be a better mom, how to crush life more, how can you possibly get into the mind space of achieving your goals and killing life? That's all I'm saying. And there's definitely days where I just sit on the couch and do absolutely nothing. That is okay. Just don't make it a habit. Now, if you're into real estate investing and you want to get motivated, want to get inspired, I suggest you join the free newsletter below where I email you every single week with off-the-cuff videos that I never put up on mainstream social media because they will get taken down for sure. I speak my mind freely on what I'm doing in my business, what I'm seeing with boots in the ground on the market. It is really entertaining and you're gonna learn a lot as well. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video.